Welcome back, everyone. It's Sark, and we are playing some more ARK Survival Ascended. Basically, ARK for quiet people. Well, I have been a little bit busy since the last episode, and let me show you the upgrades I made to our parking garage, which is it's really no longer much of a parking garage, it's more of a forward operating base. At least temporarily. It's still not quite finished, there's still quite a lot of stuff to it. But yeah, that is on the agenda for today. We're actually splitting this episode into three parts, three chapters, and the time codes for that is going to be down in the description below. We're going to start out with a quick tour of our forward operating base, which requires a name. If you guys can think of a good name, leave them down in the comment for this base. Second part is we're going to do a very quick tutorial on how to build circular structures in ARK. And if you already know how to do that, well, then you can skip ahead to part 3. But for those of you interested in knowing, part 2, we're just going to go really quickly over how to make these weird, funky, round structures if you don't know how. And of course, part 3, we are going over to where the Megabase will be. I've already planted a footprint. I'm stuttering already. A footprint of a base has already been placed, and I'm looking at it, giving you guys spoilers. That will be in part 3. But first, let's take a look at what we did, the changes, the upgrades. And I think it looks a little bit better. We're now up in the sunlight, so I can show you guys the framing down here. I switched that over to metal pillars, and I put pillars around the base of this just to have something that won't get eaten if an alpha comes by or something really big comes and decides to chomp through it. If an Alpha Rex shows up, it'll still be able to eat at least the lower part of the base, but because the stuff down here is all metal, the base is not going to disappear. Now, I had wanted to make some metal pillars reaching up to the greenhouse stuff along the edges here, just metal pillars going up. But I had other uses for my metal pillars, which you guys will see in part 3. Let's take a run inside. So the insides have been massively changed. And we have a couple of new teams. We have this guy, which was I think a level 100 male or something. No, yeah. It was a bit better level than Andy, and I think I'm going to call him Garfield. He's a bit orange. It's hard to see in this light. Can I turn off the UI to show you guys? Yeah. So I was thinking of calling him Garfield. Still have Pinky over here. We also have this Stoed. This is from the end of the last episode. Quickly tamed him. Nothing quick about the tame, actually. Herbivores are still painfully slow to tame when you don't have kibble. I also found this 140 Argent outside the base. It's a male, so I have 2 males here, unfortunately, but it's a start. I have a upper base, which you saw. There's also a lower base, but before I show you that, I do have an Anki, and he needs a name as well. So if you guys got a suggestion for a name, leave it down in the comments below. Outside I did a little balcony where I put some beer barrels, making beer, which we're already doing. And I need to refill that with berries before I forget. Let's take a look at the lower part of the base. Yeah, alright, let me turn all the lights on for you. Give you a quick look around. Now this is pretty much all stuff that I found in beacon drops. Really didn't need to build much of anything here. We have the smithy, we have yeah, a fabricator, a generator, and a whole bunch of fridges, and of course the chem bench. Some of this stuff is a bit finicky where it wants to snap to. This guy didn't have a problem, he was free floating, it let me place it wherever it wanted. The generator is very picky on where it wants to go. It wants to go on a square. That's what the generator wants. You don't argue with the generator, that's where it wants to go, you place it there. Let me turn off the lights before I leave the area. Now, if I was playing on a server, I'd probably put a hatch frame on there to keep that basically blocked off. And up here, I don't have any plants yet because I don't have fertilizer yet, so we just have the kitchen with a bit of yeah, with a bit of stuff in it. Also, some chilled water and beer. And a cooking pot to make dye. Yeah, I don't know about the greenhouse stuff. This stuff is fragile, by the way. It's yeah, as expected, it is glass. Out here, I'm thinking is where I probably want to put some plant species X around the perimeter, or I could make a balcony that spans the perimeter. I think I'll actually do that. Yeah, we'll make maybe a metal frame balcony going around or something around the whole thing. That might be interesting. But yeah, this is pretty much the base. We're gonna have crop plots around the outer ring here. Water is already irrigating everything. We have a intake at the bottom, underneath the base. So, next part. Oh, by the way, there's another thing I wanted to show you. Helmet. Heavy miner's helmet. You can, basically hiding it, turns it off, but showing it. Get a little bit of a light. Unfortunately, you can't color the light like you can those. Oh, and another little detail. Turn the light on, it takes a second to warm up and go to full intensity. By the way, this is actually 1/3. Yeah, this is 3, 2, 1. But it takes it like a few seconds to actually cool down for the light to just dim down completely. It's not instant on, instant off. I love that. I love that. That's such a beautiful little detail. What happens if I drink this? Alright, well, that is our forward operating base with the most important component of it, of course, which is, I can't see a bloody thing. No, I mean, the beer. Yes, that's exactly the same thing. I'm going to move over to the south part of the map. Let's just transfer everything. Now we're going to do, oh, well, that did turn off the light, but we're going to do a fast travel all the way down to the simple bed. And here, let's go up to this little empty plateau that we left. Oh, look, there's a draw. Medical brews, nice. So's the carrot. Well, fine. We'll put that in the box. It was a mere level 10. By the way, I can fly you now, right? I should be light enough. Yeah. Almost land. We'll put that in here. So I do have some stuff here for thing. So in ARK, if you want to do a circular building, and for the purposes of this particular tutorial, we're just gonna use creative mode very quickly. It should be pretty good, or up here even better. Uses lots of space. And if you haven't used creative mode before, it is easy. You open your console with the tilde and you type GCM, hit enter, and you're in creative mode. Now we're going to go into structure, and we're going to use thatch. We're not going to use thatch. We're going to use wood, because we need the triangle foundations. And have them on 1 and 2 here. So, base of any circular structure. Pardon the interruption by the compies. Base of any circular structure is a triangle. Six triangles in this particular designation or format. Now, there are 2 ways or 2.5 ways, or say 2 and a hybrid way to expand from this. The first one would be the 12-sider, which to do so you would put in a square foundation. And then you fill the emptiness with the triangles. And now you have a 12-sided structure from which you can expand upon in a number of ways. But first, I'm going to show you the 6-sided. To do that, I must first undo what I did before. This would be the 6-sider. So if you go with just triangles and expand outwards with those, you get a 6-sided structure. If you put in squares, you get a 12-sided structure. Now, it's really a matter of choice which one you want to go with. I prefer the 12-sided structures, mainly because you can have square floors which allow for easier placement of a lot of different items and components in your base. Now there is the third, or the hybrid method, which we will go over in a second. Once I've undone what I did again. And we're just gonna redo this. Now you can have a 12-sided building that kind of looks like a 6-sider, and the way you do that, it's kind of like a bezeling. So what do I mean by that? What I need to do is add another square to each end here. And then we fill the remainder with the triangle. Now what you will notice here, the further out I go with just the one row of squares, can we no longer put it there? The longer this side is, so you'll have, I can probably do it on this side. So you see, it looks like it's a 6-sided building with a bit of a bezel. And it would probably look better if I use ceilings, just so you guys can see. Use that for the triangle. Which one is which? Here we go. That's the right one. And if we go, can I put you here? No, but I can put you here. Bringing you back real quick, as you can see, when you have one line here, this will be the bezel, and then you have a 3 wide side here, 3 wide side here, so 6 of the sides are 3 wide and the other 6 are 1, and you can just keep pushing that outwards. This just gets bigger. You can do it in the opposite way, or you can alternate at some point, and you can either continue the alterations from, say, from the 3rd line, so alternating, we would go, instead of a square, we'd go triangle, and instead of triangles, we'd go square. Now, if you continue alternating like this, at this point you need to put 2 squares and then switch back to triangles. And the next layer after that, it repeats. Though you finally have 3, and then the next third after that is going to be a row of 3. Or you could just continue going outwards as squares at this point when you've reached like a certain point. Like say you want to build a 2x2 square area in your base, or a 3x3 or a 3x2 using squares. And as long as you have foundations beneath you, you should be good to keep expanding. But yeah, this is the basics, and you can use any method or any alternating to make any kind of shape building you want. Well, between 12 sides and 6 sides. The 6 sides I don't really like that much. Is it possible to make an 8-sided building in ARK in Ascended? I'm not sure yet. In ARK, you kind of had to fudge it a little bit, and I don't know if the fudging is possible in Ascended. I haven't tried yet. Don't really care to try, really. But yes, that is a quick tutorial on circular building, which is gonna help us out in the near future. When we go to part 3 of this videos, catch back up to you soon in a couple. One thing I like to do is restart my game after exiting creative mode to clear the engrams. Let's turn the light back on and grab all my equipment back. That shouldn't be anything in there. Oh, didn't I put that in my... I thought I put that in the thing here. That is odd. Let's grab these guys. Yeah, I'm out of water. I think I just need a few arrows. I don't need that many. Shotgun, pistol maybe, with the bullets just in case. I do need my scope. And my doohickeys. Anything else? Bug repellent. Bullets. Bullets are nice to have, including the shotgun and the simple rifle ammo. And that's like super heavy on us right now. Shadow steak tartare. We'll take that. Thank you. I gotta repaint the boots, by the way. My cosmetics still on me? They are. I don't know if that's the right color. It might be. It might not be. I don't care. No, it's not the right blue color. It's fine. It's fine. Let's turn that off. And yeah, we're gonna head out. I did not talk to you about this guy. This guy. It needs to be moved over to where we're building our new base, the Megabase. This guy's issue is he likes to snap on a square tile. So that's what he's doing right now. That is a lot of weight. And we'll get that soon, and not now. What we need to do right now is get prepped for the trip over. I need to bring the Yankee over. I need to bring another RG over. We'll take both birds over. Can you carry all of that? Oh, you can easily carry all of that. Perfect. I probably need some gasoline. Sure, I'll grab all of that. I don't have another generator. And look, just like that, we have our dino parking space back. This sergeant needs a name. If you guys can think of a name, a suggestion. There's a level 145, I believe. Just trying to close the door. Yeah, you follow. We're just gonna fly over to where the new base location will be, or the future base location, one of the future bases. Alright, and we should be coming up on it right now. We should be right above it. Let's land, get these guys to land. There we go. And then here, what do we have? Very similar to the base, but completely different. Very similar to the forward operating base in the way we started it out, if you watched the last episode. Yeah, so we have 6 triangles in the center, alternating out to a square. From that square we have a pillar going up, and then outwards a span of 6 back down. So that whole area, 3 squares away from these pillars in every direction, is basically buildable. You can build on top of that. That counts as a foundation. And then for the 3rd row, we alternated again with another square. Another 2 pillars up, 6 pillars out and back down. That also provides basically a 3 by 3 area for each pillar of foundation support above it. Now, what I'm gonna do, let's get back down here, is there's gonna be multiple floors to this. This is gonna be a big mage tower, a wizard's tower. And it's gonna be made in 3 parts. There's gonna be the lower base, which is probably going to be that wide. on the furthest out pillars. That's probably going to be its width. We're going to see. I want to have a behemoth gate entrance to it. The lower part of the base is going to be at the very least 8 high, probably more like 10 high, to include the behemoth gate. Behemoth gates are 8 walls high, right? I hope so. Anyways, the things have changed. The wall heights have changed, so we're gonna have to experiment a bit as we build this. It really is a learning process. But that's gonna be the first part of the base. I'm gonna build a floor at this level, and there's gonna be basically a pit or a small opening at the center, of which we're gonna place our industrial smelter right there. Help us build the base in situ, doing the metal for us. So that's the first layer of the base. The second 2 layers, there's going to be a tower leading upwards. It's going to be probably the diameter of these foundations here. The actual foundations going upwards. That's going to go up another 8 walls. And that's basically just the staircase going up to the crown of the base. Part 3 at the very top will be the actual base, and it'll probably be also as wide as these guys are, probably even wider. Maybe 2 foundations out wider than that. At the very, very top, it'll be able to sit a tech cloner at the very top of the base very easily. It's gonna probably have some open behemoth gates for flyers to come in. It's gonna be pretty huge. But yeah, that's gonna take a lot of metal. I think at the very least, the first lower part of the base is gonna be metal. The upper parts, I might go back to stone to, I don't know, save resources. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. We got the Yankee here, and there's plenty of metal very close by. And we are gonna start off with gathering a bit of metal. I'm gonna actually, I might modify some of this a little bit here. Whereas I don't think I need the pillars that are actually going into the foundations. So for the outward part of the building, I think we can just have a pillar starting from here, heading out to here, and everything on the inside can be removed. Juvenile, where did you come from? You also level 5? You're level 45. Okay, welcome. We're getting an army of Carnotaurus, apparently. You have meat on you? No. The answer is no. The answer is yes. Okay. Make sure all the dinos here are fed. I have meat on me and a way to warm myself if I need it, but I don't. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna start out with a wall of some kind, not a wall, a ceiling of some kind here, outwards, just to build that particular floor. The forge is gonna sit here somewhere. I don't know exactly where or how, but we'll figure it out soon. Quick and dirty solution. I took a, yeah. alpha Carno friends, and they've managed to basically corner my poor Anki. It's gonna die. I can't do anything about it. Not against that UG, damn. Ow. Not risking both my birds, unfortunately. Because, yeah, they're just, oh man. I have a whole load of metal on that Argentavis. I think we're just gonna have to give up on that Anki. He doesn't have much metal on him. It's another Carno. Is that an alpha? No, it's not. What level is that Yuchi, by the way? Alright, well, you know what that means. It's time to tame a Yuchi, I think. But, no, I need to land. I need to get Stam, I need to get the other Argentavis back to base with all the raw metal it's got. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be one of those days. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. From here you can kind of see the gap where the base is going to be right there. So yeah, this is going to be the render range of the base approximately. So yeah, it might be this high. No, it's not going to be that high, will it? That'll be kind of crazy. Bird's still following. Yep. Okay. Let's go cook some of this metal and find ourselves another Anki and probably a good metal spot. Yeah. Yeah. Not too far from the... Nope, I can't try them. Oh, I can't put that back in. Oh, damn. Okay, I can't put that in. Alright, fine. One. You carry that for a bit. Now, can you move a little bit? You can. Perfect. Alright, I wish we could have gotten more metal than that. Unfortunately, you know, there's a lot less metal at the top of Blue Obelisk, or near the Blue Obelisk mountain. A lot less than I remember. I seem to remember there being significantly more metal. It's fine, we can just go over one more mountain to the east. There's tons of metal there. No worries about that. These guys are somehow mate boosted. Somehow. Okay. I'm fine with that. We're just collecting Carnos. Hopefully a UT doesn't show up and steal that. I'll bring you guys back in a bit. I think I'm gonna park the bird a bit till we find ourselves a Enki. I just wanna bring you guys in. There's a male Rex right there, level 100. And it looks like there's a couple of babies as well. So I think we're gonna tame that. We're gonna at least attempt to. I think a simple gate trap should be sufficient for a Rex. Do I have my gates? I don't have my gates. Balcony up here would be nice. Oh yeah, I put, since this is going to be a greenhouse, I made this a little bluish, as in a UV light for, yeah, okay, you know what I mean. Do I not have my helmet on? Where's my helmet? There we go. Where are my gates? I had gates. Did I put them here? Metal gates. What did I do with my metal gates? Technically I could make more. Did I accidentally leave them on the bird? No. I think there's some on the boat. There's 3 gates right there. Okay. That's perfect. Are those metal? Those are metal. Let's put that on there. Okay. And the third one there should block him from moving. Let's try this out. By the way, I don't need grapple. Probably gonna need the trank arrows. Those birds. A couple of Yankees here. Nice. Who's he after? Hey bud, you wanna come after me? Wait, where are you going? Little bitch. Are you trapped in? You're trapped out. You gonna come back in? I can take a bite from you. Oh no, come back. Why is it so difficult? You are trapped now. You should be. Breath mint. And they are down. Perfect. Now I just need some meat. I'm gonna go get my bird for this. Alright, we gotta start thinking of a name for this little butterfly. Yeah, that should be a very easy tame. Now we have ourselves a meat-eating dino, big one. We are we are evolving. Fantastic. I like the purple on the top and the orange color. And hey, even a level 100 Rex is better than no Rex. Alright, do I have a saddle for you? That's a good question. I don't think I have a Rex saddle. I'm gonna check in the boat in the Enterprise real quick. One of these has a whole bunch of saddles in it. And the answer is no. Pretty sure this one does not. It does not. Yeah. I haven't even learned it. Where does it made? At the smithy. Let's head over to where all our mats are. Dope. I got wet. Fiber and hide. How much fiber? 200, hide 380. Do I even have that much? Yeah, well, I have enough fiber for sure. And hide might be a problem, it seems. Bird, you must have some hide. And it's enough. Perfect. Oi, oi. Something flew into the base and aggroed my bird. What is it? Is it? Oh, it's one of those little fuckers. Where are you? Land, buddy, can't have you up there. Land. Anywhere's good. Yeah. No. 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 Just land. Just land. I got you. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Just stay there, okay? I can see that one's going to be a problem child. stuff hasn't respawned yet. We got a bunch of cats. Those cats might be a problem. Oh, you are doing so well. Okay. Munch, munch, munch. Yep, it's not going to be a difficult tame at all. We're just going to wait this out here. I don't think anything's going to bother us. I'll bring you guys back in just before he tames. Alright, big buddy here is just about ready to pop. I think just one more bite and he should be good enough. I also found a level 90 Anki over there, which I'm probably just gonna grab and pop in the trap right now. It's gonna take a while to tame him. Ah, boy, I don't have kibble. So, yeah, it's gonna be a veggie tame. Even then, a 90 level Anki, it's gonna be a while for that to tame. I'm gonna spare you guys. We're gonna end it here with this guy's tame. We did quite a bit this episode. We took a tour of the forward operating base. We still need a name for it. We did a small tutorial on base building, and we did a metal run and took a look at the future location of our Megabase. We lost an Anki in the process, but we have a Rex as a replacement, and we already have a new Anki lined up to replace the one we lost. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this content. If you do, hit me up with a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? We do chill, calm content for quiet people and for noisy people. It doesn't really matter. All are welcome here. And yeah, have yourselves a good one. I will catch up to you again in the next episode. You're gonna wake up, bud? I was hoping you'd wake up like right as we ended the show as Line. But no, you're just being lazy. You're gonna take a little bit of extra time. That's fine. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch up to you again very soon.